Welcome to Four Paws, your go-to destination for all things related to our beloved four-legged friends. Whether you're a seasoned pet owner or considering adding a furry companion to your family, you've come to the right place. On this channel, we're dedicated to sharing valuable insights, heartwarming stories, and practical tips to enhance the lives of our pets, and strengthen the bond between humans and animals. So, sit back, relax, and join us on this journey as we celebrate the unconditional love and joy that our pets bring into our lives. Don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on notifications to stay updated on our latest videos. Let's embark on this adventure together, one paw at a time. The loss of a loved one is a profoundly challenging experience for everyone involved, including our pets. Dogs, known for their sensitivity to human emotions, can be deeply affected by such significant changes in their environment. Dawn's heartfelt account of her boxer's behavior following her husband's passing highlights a common concern among pet owners: do dogs experience grief, and how does it manifest in their behavior? This text explores the emotional responses of dogs to the death of an owner, the potential changes in their behavior, and practical strategies to help them through the mourning process. Understanding these aspects can provide valuable insights for pet owners navigating this difficult time. A difficult time for everyone. My husband passed away in February. We allowed the dogs to be with him while he was sick, and as he passed, our boxer seemed to understand what was happening. Now, she seems very protective of me around men that she doesn't know. She has nipped at them. While I'm glad to know she will take care of me, I am afraid she will hurt someone. What do I need to do for her? Do dogs feel grief when someone dies? Dear Dawn, I am terribly sorry your husband was sick and passed. Losing a loved one is incredibly difficult. It's very touching to hear that your dogs were able to be with him during his illness and his final moments. I am sure they were of great comfort to him. As you know, dogs have an uncanny ability to sense and understand our emotions, and it sounds like your boxer, in particular, has been very in tune with the situation. Dogs have been reported to potentially mourn the loss of an owner, and their grief can manifest in various ways, including changes in behavior. On top of grieving, dogs can sense the feelings of those who are also grieving. Your boxer may have sensed your feelings, and her increased protectiveness may be her way to ensure that you remain safe. In these cases, it's important to find a balance between appreciating her protectiveness while ensuring the safety of others. Let's delve deeper into how a recent loss may impact our canine companions, and several strategies that can help ensure that everybody stays safe. Mourning behaviors in dogs. Mourning is a term used to depict a deep sense of sorrow following the death of a loved one. While mourning is often associated with humans, many dog owners report signs of grief in their dogs that are consistent with the grieving process observed in humans. According to a survey in which dog owners were asked about their dog's behavior following the loss of another dog sharing the household, most dog owners reported behavior changes in the surviving companion, both in terms of activities, playing, sleeping, and eating, and emotions, fearfulness. Determining whether a dog's grieving is akin to the emotional process occurring in humans is not possible at this present time. The evidence is sparse, and there are risks of interpreting a dog's behavior changes anthropocentrically. What we may speculate is that when dogs mourn, they may be reacting to the separation from an attachment figure, along with a variety of changes taking place after the loss, which may be interpreted as signs of grief and mourning. The changes are therefore suspected to occur as a result of the loss of an important figure, alterations in the dog's routines, changes in the surviving human's behavior associated with the grieving process, and variabilities in their relationship with the dog, such as soliciting comfort from the pet through close physical contact. All these shifts create an overall deep sense of instability in the dog, which may manifest as attention-seeking behaviors, or anxiety-driven behaviors that may sometimes culminate in aggression. 12 behavior changes observed in dogs when an owner dies. As it happens in humans, every dog may mourn in different ways. In cases where an owner dies, dogs may manifest a variety of signs that may include the following. 1. Social detachment. 2. Increased following of the surviving owner. 3. Changes in the dog's sleep-wake cycle. 4. Changes in sleeping locations. 5. Searching behavior. 6. Agitation/increased irritability. 7. Increased vocalizations. 8. Fear/anxiety. 9. Loss of appetite. 10. House soiling. 11. Destructive behaviors. 12. Aggression towards other humans/animals. Does being present during and after an owner's death help dogs? Research has found that when animals get to experience death, including seeing the corpse, this might turn useful considering the animal's ability to learn about death based on specific features, such as total lack of responsiveness, or animacy. Indeed, when various animal species are exposed to the several sensory characteristics, along with changes in biological motion associated with death, they exhibit complex responses. Therefore, it is possible that dogs may obtain a sense of closure by being involved in the dying process, which may prevent the onset of excessive searching behaviors. Families may benefit from including dogs, too, considering the supportive role pets play. General tips to help a dog through the mourning process. During these difficult times, it may feel challenging working on behavior changes in dogs. However, it's important to consider that when behavior changes have a recent onset, they are easier to nip in the bud. Following are some general guidelines that can help grieving dogs and dog owners navigate the healing process. Stick to a routine. The most important thing you can do for a grieving animal is keep his environment and routine as consistent, predictable, and as close to unaltered as possible, says board-certified veterinary behaviorist Dr. Sarah Bennett in an article for Paul Chicago. Sticking to scheduled times for feeding, walking, naps, and interactions as they were prior to the loss plays a crucial role in helping confused pets. A loss in routine may lead to anxiety and/or frustration, as we have witnessed following the COVID-19 lockdown. Provide sufficient enrichment. Ensure that your dogs are provided with sufficient exercise and mental stimulation. Impulse-controlled training can also be helpful in keeping a dog's mind busy while providing the opportunity to practice trained cues. Treat any underlying anxiety. If the dog appears stressed or anxious, the use of calming aids can be helpful. There are a variety of calming aids for dogs on the market nowadays. Commercially available products that emit synthetic versions of dog-appeasing pheromones, DAP, such as DAP collars, plug-in diffusers, and sprays can help reduce anxiety. A veterinarian may also recommend the use of anxiolytic supplements that can be found over the counter, L-theanine, alpha-casizepine, or by prescription. Support each other through this difficult time. Emotional contagion has been backed up by research. Stress can become contagious between dogs and owners. While the loss of a loved one is devastating, staying strong and calm is an important step, considering the fact that dogs often look to us for cues on how to feel and behave. Trying to maintain a positive and reassuring presence can help the dogs feel more secure and safe during this difficult time. Is my dog truly protective? When dogs start acting threatening when people approach a specific person, the dog is often said to be protective, but is the dog really acting protective in the real sense of the word? Oftentimes, when dogs are at the vet clinic, veterinary staff assume that when dogs manifest increased reactivity when in the presence of their people, they are doing so out of a protective response. However, what may be really going on in these cases is that the vast majority of the dogs are doing so out of fear, mostly fear for themselves, and self-protection, not actual protectiveness over their clients, explained Dr. Stacy Jones and Dr. Ariel Fagan, a board-certified veterinary behaviorist. Even when dogs act territorial, meaning that they are manifesting protective behaviors towards people, or other dogs entering their perceived properties and homes, there are likely fear elements at play. The motivational diagnosis for most cases of territorial aggression is fear-based, explains board-certified veterinary behaviorist Dr. Kenneth M. Martin in an article on Veterinary Information Network. The dog may initially manifest defensive behaviors towards anybody approaching their home with obvious signs of fear and conflict, but with time, as the dog gets to practice the behavior more and starts succeeding in deterring potential intruders, the dog may appear to act more confident. What may therefore look like a protective dog assuming a confident stance, is often a dog who is stressed, confused, and fearful and hoping to send an intruder away so as to re-establish a sense of security. How to deal with excessive protectiveness. Excessive protectiveness following the death of a family member isn't unusual. As mentioned, dogs are very in tune with their owners, and they may feel our stress and unease, which has a cumulative effect considering that they too are very troubled by the loss. In these cases, safety is paramount, especially considering the fact that there is already a bite history at play. Your dog has shown that she is stressed enough to bite and is likely to do so again in a similar situation. Following are some important safety measures, and further steps to help you and your dog during this difficult time of transition. Management strategies. The most important step at this time is to implement management strategies. While management will not teach your dog to stop engaging in the problematic behavior, it accomplishes several important goals. Prevents rehearsal of the problematic behavior. Aggressive behavior rarely gets better with time. Left untreated, it often risks getting worse. A dog may have given various warning signals before biting, but if these signals were intentionally or unintentionally ignored, the dog may have felt the need to escalate. With time, the dog may feel more and more stressed, and may escalate earlier and earlier. When dogs bite, there is also a learning component at play, and therefore, they may keep on rehearsing biting behaviors given the opportunity. By implementing management, we therefore prevent the dog from practicing undesirable behaviors and prevent them from establishing and getting worse. Prevents the dog from going over the threshold. Management also prevents dogs from going over the threshold, a state where the dog becomes less responsive to our cues, and requests to stop because the dog has reached a high level of stress where the ability to cognitively function shuts down. When a dog is allowed to reach this boiling point, we risk sensitizing the dog to his/her triggers rather than desensitizing him/her. Helps ensure safety. When a dog bites or threatens to bite, the safety of yourself and others is paramount. In a case like yours, other men approaching you are at an obvious risk for bites, but so are you. Losing a loved one is an incredibly difficult time, and it's evident that our dogs can experience significant changes in behavior as they navigate their own form of grief. Dawn's experience with her boxer highlights the deep emotional bonds between humans and their pets, and underscores the importance of understanding and addressing these behavioral shifts. By recognizing the signs of mourning in dogs, and implementing supportive strategies, such as maintaining routines, providing enrichment, and seeking professional help when necessary, we can help our furry companions cope with their loss. Ultimately, fostering a compassionate and stable environment is key to ensuring the well-being of both pets and their owners during such challenging times. Should you find this comprehensive exploration of does a dog's behavior change when an owner dies, consider further engagement by liking, subscribing, and sharing. Remember, the world brims with unexplored mysteries awaiting unraveling.